Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the SH Figuarts Tiger and Bunny The Rising Golden Ryan figure, which is a character I don't know anything about yet because I haven't yet watched The Rising, but this figure is very cool looking, so I thought I'd go ahead and buy it ahead of time. I knew I was going to want it after I watched it, so what the heck, I figured I'd get it. Now you guys get to see it, and it's a really cool looking character, really cool looking figure, and it's pretty well executed. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 15.5 centimeters, which makes him just about a little over 6 inches, pretty close to that. And this guy's really, really well done. He's slightly less intricate than the other two figures I reviewed from this bunch, but still really good. I mean, there's a lot of detail work in here. Like the shoulder pads, more translucent plastic over regular plastic with paint going on. Still a fair amount of detailed paint throughout the chest. I will say I'm bummed out. Mine came with a big scratch. Well, relatively large scratch right on that yellow piece right in the middle there. That's a big bummer. I thought that might be die-cast, but I'm not sure. There is die-cast in here again, especially in the feet. Maybe other places, I'm not absolutely certain. We do have some more translucent plastic in the forearms there, which these actually come off. We'll show you that when we get to the accessories. We have these translucent wings with paint throughout. I don't know if you guys can tell, but every recess here is panel lined with gold, and it looks really, really sharp. Very cool looking. And then more gold and blue and stuff. And I really like the white mixed in down here, this pearly white. Nicely painted, by the way, and then lined with the blue, and just very, very cool looking figure. You can see already he's kind of floppy, and his wings are not that heavy, but he still has problems with it. We'll get to that. As far as accessories go, we only have the two different hands. We have the two fist hands that come on him in the package, and then the two style pose hands. Very nicely detailed, but still that's it. And then we do have these extensions for his gauntlets, which you pop off the clear part and you swap out a couple of parts, and then you have these extensions. I have no idea what they're for. Like I said, they look like guns of some variety, but I don't know. But they're there, and they're nicely detailed. And then we have the display stand, which is pretty cool. I guess technically you could count the wings as accessories because they're not on him in the package, but I'm guessing they're permanently part of his suit, so you probably don't actually want to count them as accessories. All right, now as far as articulation goes, oh, by the way, he's got clear on his head too, and his faceplate looks really nice. It looks almost like the Celestial Nighthawk from Destiny, which is a particular favorite of mine, but still very cool looking indeed, if I can hold it in frame. So yeah, as far as articulation goes, the neck's on a ball peg, but I can't really get to it to rotate it. You can see how it's slightly off center. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to have to get some tweezers or something over there. But the head's on a stupid ball hinge. I hate that. Necks and heads don't need to be on ball hinges, and because of it, I can't really move the head the way I want to. It's a pain in the butt. You might be able to get it to work. Clearly, there's plenty of play. There's plenty of range for it, but it does have a ball hinge in there, which is not ideal. But man, that's a cool looking head. Very nicely detailed. For the shoulders, same kind of ball peg setup as the other guys. Same kind of hinge for the shoulder pads. Still can't get the arms up perfectly horizontally, but it still works well enough. Full rotation, no issues there, other than, of course, the wings are there. We have our bicep swivel, which goes pretty high up, so it hides the joint pretty nicely. Double jointed elbow works a lot like Tiger's. I can't get the second joint to work. Oh no, it doesn't work like Tiger's because it doesn't want to go. But you can see here, there's another joint down here. It doesn't want to go for me. But you get 90 out of the first joint, so if yours is stuck like that too, you'll be okay. Let's see if I can have any better luck on this side. Yep. This side worked a little bit better. It's only slightly better than 90 still, though, so no big deal. And then for the wrists, we can also pop these off for the sake of changing the hands, but you need to do that for that other accessory. For the wrists, I'm thinking single ball peg. Let's see. Nope, ball hinge. All right, so we have ball hinges for the wrists on this guy, which that's not going to be a pain in the butt at all with these gauntlets on there. Goodness, ball hinges are not necessary sometimes, companies. Even though it sounds nice, it's not nice. You don't always want them. So let me see if I can peg this back into place. There we go. Okay, now we can continue with the articulation. Let's talk about the wings. The wings snap on in the back, and then we have a hinge for this. This part is a hinge, or a pivot, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter. And then we also have another hinge back here. So that's pretty nifty. For the torso, we have a ball peg, which has crazy range. It's very loose, though, so be aware of that. Lower torso, ball peg with crazy range. Again, fairly loose, so be aware of that. For the hips, drop down hips, really far drop down. So you can bring the legs up not that far because you've got a little bit of a bulkier design. So it's a little bit more limited, but you do have pretty good range pretty much in every direction, just not as high. Well, I guess you can get it pretty high still. So yeah, really nice range on these guys. Very well executed. We do have a thigh swivel this time, and double jointed knees work a little bit, or look a little bit better, slightly more limited range, but still pretty good. And then for the ankles, it's a pretty cool design. It looks limited. You can't get the foot that far forward, but you can use your toe hinge and then bring the foot forward, and it works okay. You go pretty far back, and then you do have your ankle rocker, which works very nicely on this guy. You get pretty good range out of that. So yeah, it's a really solid figure. The mechanics in the gauntlet, not the most fun because these guys like to pop off a lot. So that pops off, that gold piece can come out of there, and then this piece has to come off as well. So you're going to have some very tiny pieces, and it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but it does work, so that's okay. So yeah, I like it. I recommend it. I think you guys will like it too. And make sure you check out the anime on Netflix. I really enjoyed it. It's not the most serious or like thought-provoking or anything like that, but it's a lot of fun. So go ahead and check it out if you have some time to kill. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know what? This guy might be available at Big Bad Toy Store. I'm not sure, but if you want to pick one up, you might be able to find one if you want to. There's a link in the description. I don't know though. I think I saw it once. I don't know. So yeah, I have new videos up every single day, guys, so make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and in the meantime, keep collecting.